Hello, hello, hello. New week, Monday, 12th of May. Full moon, a full moon in Scorpio. Wow. Yes, it is potent, powerful. It is opposite Uranus. It's in conjunct Chiron. So Chiron is just this positive entity across the board, like mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So really, I say with this full moon, you can actually harness so much positive energy. But because it's so potent and powerful, in a very objective, black and white day, you can wake up and be overwhelmed by the magnitude of this full moon, the power of it. Nothing more powerful than a Scorpio full moon. But in essence, it's opposite Uranus, but Uranus can be exciting energy and wild energy. So really what you have to do with this moon is not go all intense on it. You can feel it, but you could achieve a lot. You could fulfill a lot of things on this full moon, especially courtesy of Chiron. So if you're looking to bring something to a conclusion and for it to be fulfilled emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, in any way, shape or form, you can bring a passage of your life to a conclusion, a denouement today. What you mustn't do is wake up and be overwhelmed by it. You've got to feel it and go, okay, hold on, that's powerful. That's powerful. How can I objectively utilize the power of this Scorpio full moon? I know I will bring to a conclusion an area of my life that needed to be concluded. That's the way to approach this day. You can be completely obliterated and destroyed by its potency and power, or you can harness that immense power by bringing a passage of your life, courtesy of the wonderful Chiron, to a positive conclusion, mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Did you survive that wild, potent full moon in Scorpio? I do hope so, because today is Tuesday, looking at the diary because it's 13th of May. 13th of May. So here we go. Nothing going on upstairs with the major planets. Day off. But the Sagittarian moon floating around mystically and being really very happy. He's been knocking on various planets' doors, saying hi, how you doing, what's going down. Because this little Sagittarian moon, post the full moment, is a happy moon. It's a happy emotional moon. So the major energy today is one, it is emotional. It's not mental, spiritual, or physical. It's emotional. And it's a very happy, optimistic, potentially joyous little moon. So if you want to do anything that's joyous and positive and emotionally infused, do it. So if you're thinking, I want to have a quiet chat with the one I love, actually could be your mum, could be dad, could be the boss, could be your best friend. It's like an emotional topic, like emotive. And you just think, it's a little bit touchy, it's a little bit delicate. I need a day when I can broach that particular subject. Oh, well, voila! Here it is. Tuesday, 13th of May. 14th of May. Now, 14th of May, today, Sun Sextile Jupiter. You can rock and roll. Rock and roll. I love the energy today. Sun sextile, or semi-sextile, sorry, Jupiter, 60 degrees apart. Sun, essence of you. Jupiter, bountiful, joyous, happy, enthused by life. So, because it's the essence of you and its joyousness and luck, just put it out there today. Put it out there, put yourself in the firing line, put yourself front and center. Look what I can do, all that kind of jazz. Perform on every single level, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Just let the universe know what you got. And if you're going to be noticed, you'll be noticed today because it's the essence of you aligned with luck. And if what you do has a kind of joyous, optimistic, well-being, enthused aspect to it, it's the right day to approach life with that mindset. If you just go through this day being happy, optimistic, joyous, and full of just wondrous, innate positive energy, the rewards that come your way could be wonderful, unexpected, and a direct result of you waking up and screaming at the mirror, today I am going to be 101% the most optimistic person on terra firma. It's worth the investment. Thursday, 15th of May. Happy birthday to my boy. It's my son's birthday today. He is, how old is the boy today? 37. Happy birthday, kiddo. Now, here we go. Ultimately, we have a situation that is quite wonderful. So my son should be very happy having his birthday today. This is Jupiter Sextile Chiron. Jupiter Sextile Chiron is just awesome. Truly magical. Chiron, who I allude to often, is a wise man. And just helps us across all areas of life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically and mentally, emotionally and spiritually. Chiron is like, how can I help you? How can my amazing wisdom help you and heal you? Because Chiron is also a healer, but not a wounded healer, just a happy healer. Now, Jupiter sextile Chiron, sextile 60 degrees apart, positive beyond positive. I would say, because when it comes, I'm not the greatest fan of manifestation because it is directly aligned with karma, right? Manifestation, let's just make it clear here. You know, you can't have a part-time job as a serial killer and then manifest and expect life to kind of work in your favor, because that ain't karmically great, that former profession. So, but here, this energy has such a kind of karmically fortunate, it's just a really, really positive energy, Jupiter Chiron, sextile Chiron. It's like, you really, if this is a day for good souls. This is what this day is. If you're a good soul, right, and you know you're a good soul, not people saying you're a good soul and you thinking, actually, I'm not really. If you wake and you think, I'm a bloody good soul, I give, I contribute to people's lives in a really magical, positive way, and I've been doing it for 40 freaking years with no rewards. Here is a day when that reward may well be forthcoming. Wake up and think, this is good soul day. This is a day when all the good souls in the universe can benefit hugely. So the point being here, put yourself out there, right? If you wake with a big banner like strapped to your forehead, good morning, good soul, get out that front door, stay out that front door. Arrange everything on this day, arrange 1,000 meetings, apply for things, do things, initiate things. Just do as much as you can positively on this particular day. You can't do enough today. But if you wake up and just, I don't care if it's raining, I don't care if it's pouring down with rain, get out there, dance in the rain. I'm singing in the rain, all that kind of, just get out there. Because this combination of Jupiter sextile Chiron is fucking beautiful. It must not be wasted. If indeed you've gone through life thinking, I've been too self-serving. I have been too self-serving, too self-orientated, too brutal, and you want to change it, and you want to turn into a saint. From here on in, boy, oh boy, is this the day to commence that journey. So saint or sinner, an awesome day. And happy birthday, dear son, whose name is Kidda. Friday, 16th 16th of May. The Sun sextile the Moon's North Node. Wow. This is a good week this week. I have to say, I'm loving the energy this week. It's rock and roll. Sun sextile the Moon's North Node as I get myself nice and comfortable. It's great. It's another great day. So, the Sun, this is Friday 16th, by the way. The Sun is the essence of you. It's just all about you across all areas of life, right? The North Node is destiny. Destiny. I love days. I love Fridays when there's a very destiny-esque feel to it, right? The North Node is destiny, but it's destiny in all areas of life. It could be career. it could be relationships. It could be just anything. You could find the house of your dreams. It's like you're walking down a street and you just, at the corner of your eyes, little house for sale. And you just stop and think, but that's the house I've always wanted to live in. Always. But you've just bought or think you're buying another house. That's destiny saying, fuck the other house. This is the house you're meant to buy because you saw it on this day, Friday 16th of May, with the Sun sextile, the destiny-esque, well, not the destiny-esque, destiny-fueled North Node. It's things like this. And so therein, when it comes to anyone, if you get offered a job today, destiny meant to take it, don't even blink. Yes, I will accept the job. It's that kind of thing. Then, as it's Friday and you're sat there a little bleary-eyed after your third just wildly sumptuous vodka, gin, tequila, whatever it might be, and those little bleary eyes spot some unbelievably handsome dude. He may not be that handsome because, of course, the eyesight by now is a little bit blurry, but even so, handsome enough. Over there, you are duty bound to trundle over, wobble over to said potential soulmate and say, you don't know this, but I've had 3 tequilas and the North Node is sextile, the Sun. Now, of course, the protagonist will be bewildered, but at the same time happy because the beautiful self that is you has approached him, and hopefully that will result in a 40-year, 50-year, joyous, beautiful relationship because you met that character, you met him on the very day you should have met him. The day when the Sun was sextile to destiny-infused North Node. This day is rock and roll, and anything that happens to you today that is unexpected, a one-off, sort of inconceivable that it occurred, oh, you must stop in your tracks and you must consider and cogitate and say to yourself, now this was meant to be. That's your Friday. Enjoy the 4th, 5th and 6th tequila after you've met your little soulmate. Nice day. The 17th of, I'm just moving around a lot today, Virgo moon. And speaking of moons, the moon's in Capricorn. So for all the gloriousness of yesterday, right? This magical North Node Friday, where the moon was in Capricorn yesterday, but it wasn't as potent as it was today, and it was counteracted by the beautiful Sun sextile North Node. Today, it's just a very singular, independent Capricorn moon. And the moon absolutely loathes being in Capricorn. And when there's no other energy to counteract its rather gnarly, just really sort of like kind of quietly fuming, seething, angry Capricorn moon, you've got to tread warily. The moon is not able to express itself. It's oppressed, it's suppressed, and it becomes increasingly so as the day progresses. So what happens is the longer this day goes on, the more intense the emotions become, even though it's a waning moon. It's an unhappy moon. The premise for today is very, very simple. You must be just go with the flow, right? Don't try and force the Capricorn moon to be emotional because it doesn't want to be. But at the same time, yourself, don't you become emotional. So it's just a day when, I mean, a lot of people, when I say don't go emotional today, a lot of you say, fuck me, Hagan, I feel emotional. I want to get it out, right? Conceded point. Absolutely, I can see that point. Do it in the mirror. Do it to the mirror. Look in the mirror. Don't embroil anyone else into, if you want an outlet, if you want to, like, you know, let off, like, you know, I mean, I do it. I mean, I do it when the moon, when the moon is in whatever it is, Taurus or Virgo or something, and I just want to let it go with both barrels. I will, right? My life lesson is patience, so I try not to. That's Vedic astrology. But ultimately, you cannot embroil other people in your built-up emotional self today. If you want to give it with both barrels, give it to your own reflection in the mirror. Don't like burden and literally offload on some poor, unsuspecting, undeserved sap. That, my friends, is shit karma right there. You either stay zen like calm, and if you want to give it, if you want to get both barrels up and firing, fully loaded, burden yourself, not the rest of society. We made it! Yay! Happiness, joy. Another week concluded, or to be concluded. Once I tell you what's going on today, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, there's a lot going on today. Sun conjunct Uranus, I'll come to that in a moment, and also the moon's north node back in play, square Jupiter. That is fucking full on energy. That is like, you know, this ain't no chilled Sunday. No. We're ending the week on with probably the most powerful energy that we've experienced this week. And there's been some very positive and one less so day in terms of Saturday, but fundamentally been a great week. And this is a really, really crazy day. It's Sun conjunct Uranus, which is the essence of you. And Uranus is a bit of a maverick, so anything could happen. This is, you want to understand Sun conjunct Uranus. This is what happens. It's the kind of day when you buy, not buy. It's the kind of day when you can't, all right, this is it. It's the kind of day when you set off on a magical journey, and because you prep it, you organize it, because Uranus is a bit of a maverick, you get 10 yards down the road and the car breaks down, right? Part one of this Sun conjunct Uranus. On another day, you could have entered a competition to win a car, and because it's Sun conjunct Uranus, you actually haven't got a car, so you can't go anywhere, you can't plan a journey or go anywhere, but you win the car in a competition. It's that kind of mad day where it can go one way or the other with Uranus. It's just like, he's a trickster. It's like you have a car, and in fact you've got too many cars, and you're going on a journey, and I'm gonna block that one, right? Conversely, you've never had a car, you've always wanted a car, and you've never been able to plan the journey, and you win a car. That's Sun conjunct Uranus, completely extreme. Anything can happen when Uranus is in play and when it's the essence of you. And it can be positive. It's never really negative, but it can be quite frustrating, as in 10 yards down the road, your car breaks down. But that is Sun conjunct Uranus. Expect anything in any area of your life, and it could be unbelievably frustrating and unexpected, or just freaking magical, part one. Then we have the moon's north node, square Jupiter. Well, the north node is destiny, Jupiter is good fortune. So if you actually, I would look at it like this, and it's square, so it could go either way with the square energy, but it's potent energy, the square, right? So on this, when you got the north node, square Jupiter, has such a destiny-esque feel to it, it's the kind of day when you could actually instigate something that you would like to become a kind of destiny-esque outcome. So if it's the kind of day when, for example, you think, right, I know that this boy who I've really, really been finding awfully attractive for the last 3 years, I've never had the balls to do anything about it, but I know he's going to be walking past that church, because he always goes to the church on Sunday or whatever it might be. at 10 a.m. every morning. So I'm just going to place myself surreptitiously at 9:59 a.m. right next to the church. So he won't be able to miss my approach. So what you're doing there is, if it's meant to be, you're actually assisting a destiny-esque outcome, courtesy of the moon's north node. So it's the kind of day when you can initiate something that you really want to happen. And all this insane energy, this day, which is just, you have no idea what's coming, is happening on someone's birthday. My good self. Okay, end of the week. There it is, finishing this week on the 18th of May, which is a crazy, maverick day, but a kind of cool day. It's a nice way to end it. As always, I thank you so much for following me and subscribing, because I do what I love, and I am so blessed, and I really appreciate it. But it's you that allow me to do it unequivocally. Yes, I spent decades in a cave accruing my knowledge, but I still be in that cave on my own over a little stove making broccoli soup or something. But because of you, I get to do this, and so you are close to my heart, and you're literally allowing an individual to fulfill his dream. Bless you all. Until next week, ta-ra.